Can I tell you something that may hurt at first, but could also set you free? If a man chooses another woman over you, please don't choose to stop loving yourself. I know. That's not the first thing your heart wants to hear. Because when someone you love walks away, when someone you imagined a future with chooses someone else, it feels personal. It feels like you're not enough. You begin asking yourself questions that slowly steal your peace. What does she have that I don't? Was I not beautiful enough? Was I not kind enough? Did I do something wrong? If you've ever asked yourself those questions, I want you to know that you're not alone. Many people have stood exactly where you're standing. But today, I want you to see your situation differently. Because sometimes, what feels like rejection is actually redirection. Now listen carefully. If someone freely chooses to build their future with another person, you cannot force them to choose you. And honestly, you shouldn't want to. Love cannot be begged for. Love cannot be negotiated. Love cannot be chased. Real love is given freely. And if someone has already decided to walk a different path, respect that decision. Not because it doesn't hurt, but because your dignity matters. One mistake people make is believing that another person's choice defines their value. It doesn't. Someone choosing another woman doesn't automatically mean she is better than you. It simply means they made a different choice. Those are not the same thing. Think about it. Not every great job is the right job for every person. Not every beautiful house is the right home for every family. Not every friendship lasts forever. Sometimes people grow in different directions, and sometimes relationships end because two people are no longer the right fit for each other. That doesn't erase your worth. Please don't spend months or years competing with someone who isn't even competing with you. Comparison is exhausting. You'll compare your beauty, your body, your career, your personality, your life. And you'll never win that game because there will always be someone different from you, but there will never be another you. And that's your strength. I've seen people completely lose themselves after heartbreak. They stop eating. They stop smiling. They stop dreaming. They stop believing they'll ever be loved again. Please don't let one person's decision become the prison that holds your future hostage. Cry if you need to. Healing doesn't mean pretending you aren't hurting. Healing means allowing yourself to feel the pain without allowing the pain to define you. You know what confidence really is? Confidence isn't believing everyone will choose you. Confidence is knowing you'll still be okay if someone doesn't. That's real confidence. That's real strength. Because your peace should never depend entirely on someone else's decision. Here's something else I've learned. Sometimes we fall in love with the idea of a person, not who they actually are. We remember the good moments. We ignore the warning signs. We imagine the future we wanted. And when it ends, we're grieving both the relationship and the future we had created in our minds. That's normal. But don't stay there forever. Eventually, you have to make room for a new chapter. I also want to say something to the women who blame the other woman. Be careful. You may not know the full story. Not every woman is trying to steal someone else's happiness. And even when mistakes are made, the responsibility for someone's choices belongs to the people making them. Bitterness will only keep you stuck. Choose healing instead. Now let me ask you something. If someone has to be convinced to love you, is that really the kind of love you deserve? I don't think so. You deserve someone who sees your value without being forced. Someone who chooses you with clarity. Someone who doesn't leave you wondering where you stand. Someone whose actions match their words. That kind of love exists. Not because you're weak, because you're wise, because you're protecting your future. I know it hurts. I've seen strong people cry over broken relationships. I've seen confident people question themselves after rejection. Heartbreak doesn't mean you're weak. It means you cared. But caring shouldn't cost you your identity. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone who has already walked away. Use this season to become the woman you were always meant to be. Travel, learn, pray if that's part of your life. Build your career. Take care of your health. Spend time with people who remind you of your worth. Discover parts of yourself that have nothing to do with a relationship, because your life is bigger than one person. One day, you'll wake up, and their name won't be the first thing on your mind. You'll laugh again. You'll smile without forcing it. You'll make new memories. And you'll realize that your heart survived something you once thought would destroy you. That's the beautiful thing about healing. It doesn't happen overnight, but it happens. And when it does, you'll thank yourself for not giving up. So if a man chooses another woman over you, don't choose bitterness. Don't choose revenge. Don't choose to believe you're not enough. Choose peace. Choose growth. Choose healing. Choose yourself. Because the right person won't have to be convinced to stay. The right person will value your presence, respect your heart, and choose you willingly. Until then, keep becoming the best version of yourself. Not to prove anything to anyone, but because you deserve a life filled with purpose, joy, and self-respect. And remember this before I leave you today. Someone else's decision is not the measure of your worth. Your value was never determined by whether one person stayed or left. You are still worthy of love. You are still worthy of respect. You are still worthy of happiness. So hold your head high. Protect your peace. Keep moving forward. Because sometimes the ending you never wanted becomes the beginning you never expected. Thank you for listening. Take care of your heart. And never forget, the right love will never require you to beg to be chosen.